Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnicht Chevrolet Sports Update. It's summertime, as you know, and we've passed the summer solstice, but at the same time, things have not slowed down. In fact, this is a real big weekend in Jacksonville with the Suns playing at home in Game 3 of the second half. The Sharks, who are only a half game out, play against Cleveland, and also the Armada with a big game against Boca Juniors. Hard to overstate how big that match really is, not just for soccer in general, but also for the Armada. Particularly if they deport themselves well. Boca Juniors, one of the top 25 programs in the world. I mean, upwards of 100 million people could be watching this match. They're certainly a popular club from around the world, but in South America, they're incredibly popular. So it'll be certainly interesting to see how an NASL team does against Boca Juniors, and who knows who they'll bring, but they certainly want to be competitive as they've decided that they're going to train in their little in-between season, off-season out of the country. Great get in that game, obviously, is at Everbank Field. Les Moss has done a great job with the Sharks, by the way. Really, after an 0-4 start with a lot of new players, he has brought them back into it. They've lost a couple of heartbreakers, and particularly that loss against Tampa could come back to haunt them when it comes down to tiebreakers. But they're only a half game out in the division, and they need to keep winning, and no doubt they will win enough games to get to that situation where it becomes critical in terms of getting to the playoffs. And you hope that the Suns are better in the second half when it comes to players and playing. And, you know, I mean, it didn't seem like Miami was able to stock the team with very many hitters, certainly in the first half. We'll see what happens. Jose Fernandez is making a rehab start here on Saturday. You got to like what the Marlins have done so far, but obviously it'll be interesting to see what they do here in the second half. Speaking of the Marlins, Giancarlo Stanton just continues to rip the cover off the ball. It's a shame that the Marlins can't get it together and put a bigger and better team around him. Jaguars have been off, basically, and they don't report until that last week of July, so we've got some things to talk about between now and then in terms of what the expectations are and how they'll be able to either meet or not meet them coming up. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnicht Chevrolet Sports Update.